Arsenal 3, Monaco 0. You know what? Yeah, even though we won, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit critical today. You know that? Because today was one of them games where it's like we kind of coasted through the game. You know what I'm saying? Like we weren't all over them or anything like that. It was just a coasting game. They didn't offer anything to us today. But today was one of them games that showed all the glaring like gaps in our team, innit? So obviously, I'll do player ratings in a minute, but Martinelli terrible. Um, Odegaard was way under par. Jesus missed 3 1-on-1s. Like, like Marino just kind of coasted through the game. Rice was okay. Like Rice has got this thing where, because he was playing in the sixth today, he was playing beside Marino. Rice is like, as a defensive player, he's a brick wall. Like, especially in the sixth, because he can scan the game and he can see the whole pitch. But when he's got the ball, like he likes to like pass like a lot of times to the side, because what he wants to do is then switch the play. But what you do with that, it means you're always skipping out Odegaard, innit? So Odegaard's not really in the game when Rice plays too tough. Rice is kind of doing his own thing. So he didn't play that badly, but he didn't really give us the swift style of play today. Even though we created loads of chances, to be fair, we should have been about 4-0 up in the first half. But yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit critical today, man, because it weren't like this game should have been about 6-0. Monaco didn't offer anything. Obviously, Lewis Skelly started today, left back. He was very, very good today. Like he even had one bit where he created the first goal with a little bit of skill, and his pass was like punched into Jesus. And if you didn't do that pass like that, the defender will get it. So you have to pass a certain way sometimes to get through. So Lewis Skelly was good. Raya was good because Raya kind of kept it steady and stuff like that. He kept it steady for us, but I wasn't impressed with that performance today. I wasn't impressed with it. We won 3-0. You know what I mean? 3-0 whitewash and all that. But I'm more than happy with that one today because it was a bit coasty and a bit like if I'd done a watch along, you would have seen how I'd been moving because it was a bit coasty. It was a bit like even Saka wasn't even all that today, even though he got 2 goals, but the 2 goals were end of moves, isn't it? Like Jesus crossed one and then he got another one. And so he done his job, but he wasn't a bit coasty today, man. A bit coasty. I guess that's a good thing that you can kind of coast through the game and win. Because we still won 3-0. We could have easily won about 6. This could have been a 6-0 game. But my thing is that's what it needs to be. It needs to be a 6-0 game. You know what I'm saying? You can't be having those type of chances. I'm talking like 2 or 3 1-on-1s. Jesus had 2 clear 1-on-1s, like 20 yards of space. Odegaard had a complete 1-on-1 with the last defender messed up, slipped, and he's run through, missed. I'm like, bro, what is going on? Like, what's going on? Monaco were like kind of like passing and moving a little bit, but they weren't threatening our team at all. Saliba was monumental. He's been doing that for the last 3 games. Since Gabriel's been out, Saliba's shown how good he really is because he was brilliant today. But yeah, I'm not going to say I'm too impressed with that one today, man. I'm a little bit irritated with that one. Even though we won, so I'm happy that we still won. But I'm like, not today, man. Not interested in the coasting games, man. But let me go for the player rating. So David Raya, even though he had hardly anything to do, he gets an 8 because every time, because it was 1-0 for about, it got to 1-0 after that 78, I think it was like 70 minutes or something like that. It was still 1-0. So it was like they were kind of getting on top a little bit, weren't really doing anything, but getting on top. But every time the ball went in the box or corner or anything, Raya just claimed it. And he just kind of just said, we're not doing this whole maybe losing thing today. He said, no, not today. So Raya gets an 8 for that alone, because even though he had a couple wayward kicks, he's like a super calming goalkeeper, man. I think like that's what gets missed when people watch highlights and stuff. They don't see like how calm in a goalkeeper he is. Like Ramsdale's really erratic and he likes to be involved in the game. Raya's not bothered about all that. Like he's super calm. So Raya gets an 8. Right back was Partey. He had a good game today, He actually had a good game. I see a lot of people before the game, Partey right back, or why is he right back? We should play Lewis Skelly right back and Kieran Tierney left back. Like, what? Lewis Skelly, so he's already a midfielder. He's already playing left back, which is not so much out of position, but a little bit out of position. Then you want to move him to right back, and he's left-footed, and in his first Champions League start, and then play Kieran Tierney left back, who's Hasn't played all season. What are you guys online talking about? What are you man on about, bruv? Party had a good game today. Party was solid today. No trouble down his side, nothing. Inverts into the midfield. He was solid today. Solid 7. No problem whatsoever today with Party. Centre back Saliba 9. Like everything easy. Easiest game of his life. Like nothing was going down. Anything to do with him, no problem. Like he's and he helps with the build-up play a lot. Like he goes into midfield and yeah. 9. Simple, calm, like easy. Kivior was alright today. Like he had a couple balls over the top where it made Jesus go 1-on-1. Like Kivior was good today. Like he didn't really get any scares. He only had a couple times where he wins the ball and then thinks he's Saliba, tries to do something, then loses it again. You're like, oh, Kivior, bruv, just give the ball once you want it. You're not these guys. You know what I'm saying? But he had a solid game today, man. Apart from 1 or 2 little mishaps that you're gonna have as a centre back, he had a solid game, so he gets a 7. Left back Lewis Skelly, yeah, he was good, man. Like he's a good player, man. He gets an 8. He was very good today. Like because he's the midfielder, it's easy for him to be on the ball. Like you can tell that. It's just his defending that you got to worry about. But their right winger, who's meant to be a wonder kid, I can't remember his name, is it Aglielki or something like that? I can't remember, young boy. He had nothing today. Like Lewis Skelly was obviously Lewis Skelly's defending against Saka and them man every day in training, isn't it? So he's used to those type of players. But yeah, he was good today, man. Absolutely fine. No problem with him today. In fact, he showed me quite a lot. He set up the goal, like what set up the pass before the pass, but it was him that done it. And all the players went all the way over to him. They all went over to him and said, "Yeah, you." Even though Saka scored and Jesus crossed it, they went straight to Lewis Skelly, and that's what I liked about the team today. So Lewis Skelly gets an 8. He could easily get a 9, but he gets an 8. Midfield, Declan Rice. He had an okay game. He had an okay game. Wasn't anything major. He had an okay game. He won the ball. A lot of times he wins the ball, and then the person that like people don't really see this. He wins the ball. He win the ball, and then the person that he will nick it, and then whoever's meant to be winning the next ball doesn't win their ball. So it's like, okay, all of a sudden Declan Rice's effort that he done doesn't really get noticed. But if that person had won the next ball, then it's like, oh, brilliant, Declan, you got the ball back. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of that is missed by people. They don't really see that part of it because he really does win that ball back. So he didn't have the greatest game, but he gets a solid 7 today because he's just gliding through. Marino, again, didn't really do much. He got a couple of nice touches and gliding through. He's a good squad player, Marino, you know what I'm saying? Because he's obviously very, very mature and he's around the team, and you can tell he's like, it helps having him around because it's like there's not many players that will be able to just slot into a team and not look out of place. But nothing that we've never seen before, nothing spectacular, just kept the game going. So I would give him a 7, but I'm trying to give him a 6 because it wasn't anything major. So I'll give him a 6, but he was okay. You know what I'm saying? Odegaard wasn't good today. And the thing is about Odegaard, because of the way he plays, he still sets up chances because of the way he plays. So he could easily have had 2 assists today and a goal. But I still don't think he was that good. I still don't. He was under par today. He kept, even in the first, from kickoff straight away, we tried to get the ball and try and do a move early. He gave the ball away straight away. Then we won the ball back. Then he got the ball. Then he passed the second, gave the ball. He gave the ball away twice in about 30 seconds. And I thought from there, oh mate. Obviously, I know he's just had a new baby and he's probably been up late the last few nights and stuff like that. So big up him on that, but it wasn't good today, man. So Odegaard gets a 6. Saka again was just standard, but Saka's standard is 2 goals. Do you know what I'm saying? And an assist, actually. Got 2 goals and an assist. So I guess for that alone, he has to get an 8. But in terms of his overall play and that, he would have got a standard 6, maybe 7 today. He wasn't that good, but Saka's now becoming a standout, like, numbers man in our team. And we need to share that around way more. Way more. I thought before, back in the day, I thought Martinelli would be the numbers man and Saka would be the creative guy. Boy, that's not proving a point. But yeah, he gets an 8 because of his numbers. He got 2 goals and an assist. And he could have easily been 3 goals. So yeah. You've got Martinelli, absolutely terrible today. He was so bad today, man. Martinelli gets he was so bad. He gets a free. He was absolutely diabolical today. Every decision was wrong. Every time he's run at the player, it's the wrong time to run at them. Every time he's crossing it, it's the wrong decision. Every time he shoots, it's the wrong decision. Every time there's a chance to have a 1-2, he misses it. Oh, bruv, he done everything wrong today, fam. He was abysmal today. He gets a free. He's lucky he's getting that. Who else? Who was up front? Jesus. He wasn't good either. He does like some good play, and then he set up the first goal. He's got good play and stuff. But it's like he's not in the. It's like he doesn't do anything in the match. It's like we ain't got. Even when he's on the pitch, it feels like there's no one up there. I don't know how that happens. It feels like no one's up there. Jesus gets he gets a 6 because he was okay, but he missed 2 1-on-1s. Bruv, today's game is glaringly obvious what we need. We need a striker and a left winger immediately. And I'm talking about mayhem players, not no joke, not no these players that I'm hearing that we're linked with. I don't want them guys. Who came on today? Who came on? Timber came on. He was standard. He's typical Timber. He gets a standard 6. But when these men come on, they solidified the game. Jorginho come on, solidified the game. Jorginho come on, he gets a 7. And then Waneri come on for Odegaard, and he was like he's trying to do stuff immediately. He gets a 7 as well. Trossard come on for Martinelli as well. Actually, he came on. He done quite well. He gets a 7 as well because he actually done all right when he came on. So yeah, that's my player ratings. Arteta gets a. Arteta gets a. I mean, we won 3-0. He done the right subs at the right time. Martinelli should have been sent off as well. He should have come off at half time. So because Martinelli should have come off at half time, because Martinelli, he got a yellow card and he nearly got 2 yellow cards, like 2 yellow card challenges straight away. He should have been off. So for that, Arteta gets a 7. I would have given him an 8 because of the win, and it was a coasting game. If you're a manager and your team's coasting, but that's not good for me. But if they still get through the game, then it's like, okay, all of a sudden it's a coasting game, but now it's a mature game. You know what I'm saying? So he gets a 7. But the referee was brilliant today. He was these European refs, apart from this stupid handball rule that they do, they're brilliant. Like, doesn't get in the game, like even the bits that they let things play on and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, standard 3-0 today. So.